Welcome, thank you, Nostrovia, Cabinet 27. It's an honor and also really intimidating to be surrounded by insanely talented people, but I'll do my best to try and get on their level. So here's my first admission. My full name is Dinah Muhammad Ali Bakeer. My parents did not understand the concept of a middle name, so they just gave me Muhammad Ali. And people go like, that's so cool, like you're named after the body. Like, no man, like, it's like your name being like Laura Steve, like whatever, like come on, it sucks. So growing up, before 2001, it was pretty much just like, yeah, you're the, one of the darker skinned kids on the playground. And in a weird way, you just kind of accept it as, this is what it is, People will be like, you're weird, this is who you are. I'd go to the mosque on Sundays to learn about prayers, and the kids there weren't really nice to me either because I was too Americanized, and the kids on the playground were kind of weirded out me because I'm caramel toned, for lack of better words, or questionably Italian. In any case, one of the worst things that would happen was when I was 13, and that was when the Twin Towers fell. And I remember distinctly because at the time I had no clue what was going on. I just considered myself to be an individual within a great big world. And then one day this kid, Sean, I remember you, Sean. My mom told me not to curse this, but fuck you, Sean.
Fuck you, Sean.
Fuck you, Sean. You asked me, why do you hate us? And I was like, that never crossed my mind, but fuck you, Sean. And so my whole life, growing up until I was maybe in adulthood, a lot of it was fuck you. It was, why do you hate me? Why are you telling my grandmother that she's a dirty Muslim? Why are you telling my mom that she's a cretin? Why are you searching our bags? Why do you keep asking what my middle name is? I don't want to discuss this anymore. It's getting embarrassing. And I can't tell you how many times the most intimate relations I ever had was with TSA. And it was just something where, why are you doing this? I never knew, and I never knew why. And I just kept on my whole childhood saying, fuck you. And I can't take this anymore. But when you hit adulthood, something weird happens, and you kind of begin to realize you don't need certain people in your life. You don't need the people who tell you that you're not worthy. You don't need the people who tell you you're bad for who you are. You're bad for how you're born. So at some point, when you get to that age, and I don't know when it happens, but there's a realization, fuck you turns into fuck off. And you just know in your heart that you are going to be who you are, and you should always be proud of who you are. And don't change for a single person, and just remember, you are valuable just the way you are. And I'm sorry I'm shaking like this. I'm normally told to shut up and not talk, but thank you, Brink, for giving me a voice, and everyone just keep on being who you are.
Wow.
So now we're going to have a little tune. And because I have the memory of an idiot, I had to write it down. But a similar parallel we have.
Oh, at least you're gonna hold up your phone.
Oh. So, in a weird way, there's a parallel between Muslims and Irish. We're just told you can't be around just for who you are. You wouldn't even know half the time. You got to know me and you like me, but for some reason, once you find out who I am, you're just not okay with it. So this is No Irish Need Apply. Woo! I'm a decent boy, just landed from the town of Ballyfat. I want a situation, yes, I want it really bad. There's unemployment advertised, the things as I. But the dirty spalpeen ended with no Irish need apply. Whoa, says I, that's an insult, but I'll get the place, I'll try. So I went to the placard with no Irish need apply. Some do count it a misfortune to be christened Pat or Dan, but I think it's an honor to be born an Irishman. I started out to find the place, I got it mighty soon. There I found the old chap, he was reading the Tribune. He was reading, I told him I came for it when he said, no, he says you're a Paddy, and no Irish need apply. Then I get my dander rising, and I'd like to black his eye, to tell an Irish gentleman, no Irish need apply. Some do count it a misfortune to be christened Pat or Dan, but I say it's an honor to be born an Irish man. I couldn't I couldn't stand it longer, so hold of him I took, and gave him such a welting as he'd get at Donnybrook. He hollered, "Million murther," and get ready he'd try, so Florida never write again, no Irish need apply. Well, he made a big apology, I told him goodbye. When next you want a meeting, right, no Irish need apply. Some do count it a misfortune to be christened Pat or Dan, but I think it's an honor